Hey, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Josh, and I'm here speaking on behalf of Ideal CDC. Just want to update you guys on what's going on with all this stimulus check matter. There's been a lot of talks about this. Are we going to be getting another stimulus check? What's going on? Are we going to get the extension of the unemployment benefits? Are we going to get more funding for PPP loans? What is going on? And what's going on right now is there's a standstill. Initially, there was after the first, the CARES Act was passed, and everyone got the direct payments and the extended $600 a week. Obviously there's a lot more stuff but those are like the main things that people talk about, and I'm sure a lot of us are dealing with. And that ended in July 31st. It felt like for a couple of days in August, like nothing was gonna pass. Like, what's going on? People need to know if they're gonna be getting that money. For some people, they still can't go back to work, so they need that money, or they need some extra money because it's just to rely on unemployment by itself is not enough for them to be able to pay mortgages, pay rents, etc., etc. You guys get the point. Especially in California, so expensive here to live here, right? It was at a standstill. There wasn't really that much talk, but what we know as of today is there was a bill that was passed by the House for $3.4 trillion, which was dropped. They were willing to drop it down to $2 trillion. So obviously they cut a 1.4. They cut a lot of stuff that probably was unnecessary, I'm assuming, since they're willing to cut it down that much. But now for the Senate, they weren't really to budge as much. The most that they wanted was $1 trillion. But the newest updates is we're seeing that they're going to possibly soon be proposing a new bill, the Senate, not the House, for $500 billion, which would not include the direct payments of the stimulus check, the $1,200. It would include the enhanced $600 a week and etc., PPP loans, funding for COVID-19 testing, funding for schools, hospitals, etc. I know there's a lot of stuff that all these negotiations, a lot of times, politics has a big factor to do with this. They're thinking, both the House and the Senate and the Trump administration, all three of them are thinking about elections that are coming up in November. So that has a huge factor to play. But what sucks is the people that are affected by all of this is us. For some people, there's a lot of businesses that weren't able to be part of receiving funding for PPP loans. There's people that, they were relying on the unemployment benefits because their job still isn't hiring them back, or they're still being furloughed, or they have mortgages now that they have to pay, or rent, etc. The House, the Senate, Trump administration, all three of them need to come together today, right now, negotiate a bill, pass it. That way you guys can get the funding that the Americans we need desperately. We need it for the businesses, we need it for the schools, the hospitals. Some people, like I said, that $1,200 the direct payment, it will help stimulate the economy, but for some people that can be rents, that can be paying for this upcoming school year. For a lot of students, they don't have good laptops, they don't have stuff like that, and that can help families so they can buy the essential equipment for them to be ready for school, to learn with this new way of teaching, which is online through Zoom and different Google Classroom and etc. Right? The only thing that's actually happened is what President Trump, the executive order he gave with the whole extending the unemployment benefits to $300 a week and making states pay 25% of that. Well, actually, he extended it for $400 a week, but the federal will only pay $300 and states have to pay $100. That really won't help because it's only for a couple of weeks. It won't last, till December or whatever. So that still is temporary. That's not something that's going to help the thousands of families that are facing a financial crisis at this moment. That's what's going on right now. And hey, there's a lot of uncertainty that's going on. I just want to read this quote real fast. It says, "Embrace uncertainty. Some of those beautiful chapters in our lives won't have a title until much later." That's a quote by Bob Goff. And I thought it was a really good, perfect quote for what we're talking about, this topic today, because there's a lot of uncertainty what's going on. But I know I have a lot of friends. I've been speaking to a lot of people. There are a lot of good things too that are happening, where people, are renovating. They're changing their businesses up. They're expanding. For some people, they're starting businesses. This time they're taking it as a time to reflect, to connect with their families. So take this time. Use your time wisely. Whether you've been laid off and maybe you had this business idea that you're wanting to do, tune into our workshops. We're going to be providing a lot of workshops to help you guys, and a lot of topics, whether it's managing your finances, building your credit, starting that businesses, where to get funding and resources for your businesses. We're here, we're being a beacon of light for you guys, that we can help you guys during this time, this great time of need. Be sure to follow and like our page, share this video, that way you can share it to your friends, the current update that's going on right now with the whole with the whole stimulus checks. So that's the update for now. We're going to try to keep you guys updated as much as possible when it comes to this topic. topic, because I know it's very important. We need to know what's going on. You know, I'm praying for everyone as well, that they can have peace in their hearts, and that they can know that we're gonna get through this together. And I thank you guys again so much again for watching. Continue to support, like, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Find us on Ideal CDC. We'll be posting on Ideal CDC YouTube channel, our Facebook page, as well as our Instagram page. Follow us on Instagram if you haven't. Same thing, Ideal CDC. If you have any questions, any concerns or comments, comment down below. We'll do our best to reach and reply to all our comments. Or if it's something more personal, send us a direct message. Thank you guys again, and have a great weekend.